EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears on Monday night.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs of breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. First carry now for David Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this Browns defense stands tall.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they could be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now it's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. A York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll throw on 1st down there. That's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown Bears! Chase Claypool, 56 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, he shifts past him. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Well, the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There, this is picked up by the Browns. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Watson off play action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. There'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Faking the give, now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Completes it right side to Cooper. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, we would have had a very unhappy. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To throw is Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. He'll get this to Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So now Fields and the Bears.
Down 21-17. A minute 35 to go.
Now Fields.
They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got Mooney.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
All eyes on Fields. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.